don't screw around. Don't get hurt. You know, you got a game early in the morning, right? So I'm like trying to hide this thing, dude. I am trying to hide it. We clean it up. It's still bleeding. We try to wrap it up. We put like these new skin Band-Aids, which were just freaking awful. They're so like jelly, and I wrapped it up, dude. And I hit it pretty well for the night until the next morning. It was so stiff. I mean, it was so stiff. I couldn't even bend my knee, dude. And I was scared to get dressed in the hotel room because I didn't want them to see my knee wrapped up. So I went to the bathroom, got dressed real quick, you know, took some ibuprofen, which was like the drug of choice back then, which I have a problem because anytime I even think of ibuprofen, I can just recall the times that my throat was so dry. We had nothing to drink back then. They didn't put jugs of water out like they do for these kids now. So you had to go in your bag, and I have a problem with two things now from baseball. It's red ibuprofen and red Powerade. The reason in between that is when you didn't have anything to drink, you had to dig through your bat bag, and you would always find that old-ass red Gatorade or Powerade, and you had to chug it when it's 110 degrees outside. It was just disgusting. I don't care if it's cold, if it's on ice, if you mix it with it. I don't want your Powerade. I don't want your Gatorade. I don't want anything that's red like that. Secondly, again, they never put jugs out for us or water hoses or anything like that. So whatever you brought to drink is what you brought. If you didn't have anything to drink, you had to take your ibuprofen with saliva. That shit would get stuck in your throat, and you would have heartburn, burping up ibuprofen. It's just not my cup of tea. Anyways, back to the story. I take my ibuprofen, try to loosen it all up, you know, feel a little better or whatever. We get there in the game, and, you know, when you're moving around, it's not too bad. You know, as long as you're moving, you're not too bad. Well, let's just say I don't even know what base I was on, but I was on a base, and a ball was hit to the gap, and they send me home, and I'm freaking doing like a running limp home. And there's a play at the plate, and at a young age, you can't slide head first. You have to slide feet first. And it just so happens that when I slide feet first, my knee isn't up, it's the down one. And it just rips that freaking Band-Aid off, and my knee starts gushing blood again. And my whole pant leg is just red. I mean red, like instantly, right? And it hurts so bad that it was like a shock to my body. I couldn't even freaking walk, dude. I had like I had a peg leg or something, you know what I mean? I was walking over there. My dad runs over, he's like, "What the hell happened to your leg?" So I cut a slide, and he said, "You didn't cut that shit slide. Let me see." So I had to pull up my pant leg, and he saw these big old freaking just gashes in my leg. And he said, "What the hell did you do?" And so I told him the story, you know. I told him, I'm hurt, man. I can't play. He said, "You wrap that motherfucker up and you get back out there. I don't give a shit if you're hurting or not. I told you not to fuck around." So I had to play the whole game with my knee swollen. I was crying, dude. Boo. The whole fucking time I was out there. But I played the game. When it was over, of course my mom was yelling, Steve! Get him out of there, Steve! Right here! You know. Anyways, we get back to the hotel room, and they want to look at it, right? They're cleaning it, and it's like swollen. It's chunks missing. They ended up taking me to the hospital. And in the hospital, the guy says, "Well, I would love to stitch your son's knee up, but there's not enough meat to stitch. It's too much of a gap. He's just going to have to bandage it up and play." So that's what I had to do the whole freaking weekend, man. I had a band. Oh, it was so painful. I still have the scars, obviously, the chunks missing on my knee today. I just got a little fatter, so they kind of got pushed out. But if you grab my knee and you squeeze it like a good old, I don't even know. I guess a titty. Squeeze it like a titty. You'll see the chunks. I'm kind of getting off subject now, but now that we're in this predicament, I feel like we're really, really missing out on what's important. And what's important is family, love, and caring for one another. And it's awesome to see that when times get rough, people are helping. We're supposed to support each other and love each other and encourage each other to do the right thing. And that right there is an infectious thing. That's an infectious disease. When you do kindness to somebody, that's an infectious disease. I could walk over to some old lady that fell over and pick her up, right? And I'll be on the news as a hero that day. Do I feel like a hero? No. Why? Because she needed help. No, I did it for the fame. No, she needed help. And you know what she's going to do? She's going to thank me, hug me, and she's going to remember me. And all those people that saw that, maybe that'll change them in a way and say, you know what? Instead of pulling out my cell phone next time and recording somebody that's fallen or beat up or in some kind of turmoil, maybe I'll put my fucking phone down and go help them out. You know, I think society really, right now especially, we really need each other. And I know it's probably not the best message to display out there because everyone's, you know, got their own opinions and stuff. But I'm telling you, man, vaccine, I don't give a shit. I love each and every one of you, and I really hope that everyone's safe and healthy. And I just pray to God that you guys look into your family's eyes and hearts, give them hugs and kisses every day, and realize what you have is precious, and you can't buy time. Take every moment you can to tell somebody I love you, and just, you know, even if it's something small like handing out some toilet paper to a delivery guy or whatever it is. You know, touch somebody today. Not physically touch them. I'm not trying to tell you sexually harass people. Emotionally touch them. You know, dig deep into yourself and find out who you really are. It's not hard to do. You know, people are just scared to change. Yeah, I got off subject there, but I hope that's a good message for people, and I hope they realize what we really have is important. Alright, I'll leave you all alone.
Okay, I hope you guys had a couple laughs in there, and I'm going to tell you, Tuna said he doesn't remember what we got at Walmart, but I do. I remember that fire story because I said that was the stupidest thing to do. We shouldn't go over there, and of course, we go over there and the cops are there. Come on. Anyway, we bought a wrestling ring, a WWF wrestling ring, along with some more wrestlers. We were using an old school WWF ring from the 80s, which was mine. I bought this one, had a steel cage, toy attachment to it, because I am a wrestling nerd. But, alright, as promised, let's go ahead and bring you Taco Story here shortly. But of course, we've got to ask you to hit us up on Twitter at Red Chef Tuna Taco with the 0. You follow us, we'll follow you back. Please be sure to subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you currently get your podcasts from. Be sure to give us that 5-star review. Tell your friends, tell your family. The Red Chef Tuna Taco Show is here, and it is here to stay. We'll see you guys next Friday with more content, because the content train keeps rolling up in this place. I was going to say place. That was going to be stupid, so I guess I kind of said it now. Anyway, here is the Taco Story. Have a great weekend, guys. Goodbye.
All right, so you guys want some stories? I got one. So me and my buddy, we're about 12 and 14. I was 14. He was about 12. His grandmother lived in Vegas, and he was going to Vegas one time to go visit her with his mom and his sister. And his mom asked my mom, "Hey, is it okay if Tucker goes with us to keep my son occupied and whatnot?" And my mom's like, "Yeah, sure, yeah, go ahead." So we, it's a 3-hour drive from San Diego, so we drive out there. I didn't drive. We get out there and we're hanging out at his grandmother's house playing Nintendo, like back before the Nintendo Minis, like the real Nintendos. And his mom kept telling us, his mom kept saying, "I'm gonna take you guys out. I'm gonna take you boys out. I'm gonna take you boys out. You guys be good." That was basically our reward. If we were good, was our last night. We got to go to the strip, So we were excited. We were jazzed about it. We were like, hell yeah, dude. So our last night there, his mom calls up a family member who lives out there as well, and another family member that lived out there, and he takes us down the strip because he knows his way around. So he takes us down the strip and everything, drops us off at Excalibur, and says, I'm going to go park the van, and I got my cell phone, I'll meet you guys. Mind you, cell phones had just come out, it's about 98, 99, so cell phones had just about come out, no, I say earlier, anyway, so cell phones had just about come out, so they weren't, we're not talking like iPhones or anything, we're talking like flip phones. So so they drop us off at the Excalibur. He drops us off at the Excalibur, and and his mom's like, okay, there's an arcade downstairs, here's $40 for each of you. So she gave us $80 total. So here's $40 for each of you. Go play some games, have fun, whatever. Meet back here at this escalator, like at the main entrance of the whole hotel / casino, at such and such time. We're like, okay. So we go downstairs. We're fucking, we're so excited. We go downstairs. We're having a blast. We're having so much fun. He ends up, we're just walking around, just looking at the different games, and he's trying to play one game and win like some random shit. I don't remember what he's trying to win, but he's like, we're walking around some more, and we see these beads, these like Mardi Gras beads, and they're green and they look like dice. And so he's like, man, I want to win me a necklace. I was like, you're so stupid, but okay. So he goes and he plays his game, and the guy's like, come on, we need 2 players. So I was like, all right, fine. So I played, and he won, of course. So he won the necklace, and I was like, damn, that sucks. And the guy's like, give me $2, I'll give you a necklace too. So I was like, okay. So I tipped the guy $2, and he gave me a necklace. So I was like, sweet. So we got these green necklaces, and we're like, we're the shit, because we just got 2 green necklaces. So we're walking around, and there's this other game, and you can win these Viking helmets, like plastic Viking helmets with like 2 horns on them. And he's like, let's play that game and each win a helmet. So I was like, okay. So he plays, and he had to play a couple times. Meanwhile, while he's playing, his mom comes by, and she had won some money, and she's like, she's like, here's $100. If you guys get hungry, get something to eat or something. I know you guys didn't eat much of a dinner, so go ahead and eat. And any money left over, you guys can spend on games or just give me the change. So we're like, okay. So so he's still playing that game. He finally wins a helmet, and I was like, damn, bro. I think it was a toss in the basket, ball toss in the basket. That's what it took forever. So he finally got it, and I went up there, and I got it like second or third time paying. So we each got a helmet. So now we're wearing these Viking helmets, and we're wearing these necklaces, these green dice Mardi Gras beads, and we're walking around some more. And as we're walking around, this officer walks by me, security guard, and he says, hey, he's gonna have to go. He didn't even ask for ID. He said, hey, he's gonna have to go up to the hotel room, but you're of age, so you could still stay downstairs. And I was like, okay. I said, well, he's I'm his chaperone. And they're like, oh, okay. Well, as long as he's with you, don't let him out of your sight. I'm like, okay. So, lied about our age, but whatever. So we walk around some more. The arcade's fixing to close up. We're like, damn, dude, we gotta win something else, We can't just walk out of here with helmets and beads, That's kind of dumb. So we finally found this one game. And I want to say it was one where you hit the frog into the pot, and I did it a couple tries. I won, and then he did it a couple tries. He finally won. And we ended up winning these plastic swords that come in this sword holder, and I mean, they're good size. I mean, they fucking hurt.